And President Biden is wrapping up his visit to Israel today at the I2U2 summit. The president met with leaders from India, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Israel, calling it an opportunity to find common solutions to issues like climate change, economic stress, and the COVID-19 pandemic. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Yair Lapid is urging the president to increase pressure on Iran's rapidly progressing nuclear program. Our deputy political director, Averi Harper, joins me live from Jerusalem with more on this. Averi, Biden said that the U.S. is, quote, not going to wait forever for Iran to rejoin a dormant nuclear deal. So what's plan B?
Right. Well, the details, I think, are unclear at this point. But in that declaration that was signed this morning by both the Israeli Prime Minister and President Biden, there is a commitment to keep Iran from getting a nuclear weapon and use everything in their national power to ensure that that is what happens. I think that when you look at both the Israeli officials and the American officials, there is a difference in terms of what they believe is the best strategy to get there. We saw Prime Minister Lapid urge for a credible military threat, urging the use of force if Iran continues to progress with its nuclear program, whereas we saw President Biden urge for diplomacy. So we'll see what happens there.
Now, during a joint conference with the Prime Minister this morning, Biden restated his determination to see that Russia's war in Ukraine fails. Let's listen to a moment from that.
Putin's assault on Ukraine is a challenge to the peace and stability everywhere in the world. Putin's war must be a strategic failure, and the free world must sustain our resolve to help Ukraine defend its democracy. The United States will continue to support Ukraine and the Ukrainian people who have been devastated and displaced by the Russian violence.
Now, Ukraine policy has been a point of friction between Israel and the U.S. So what's the backstory there, and will this visit change anything?
Well, I don't think that this visit is going to change anything in the immediate in terms of that friction that you mentioned. But the major focus of this trip is to create cooperation between Israel and other Arab nations in order to combat the impact of Russia's war in Ukraine. I think that what we're going to see as this trip continues to go on is talk about oil production, talk about food security, because those are all issues that are impacting this region of the world directly tied to the Russia war in Ukraine.
All right, Averi Harper in Jerusalem for us. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.